Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Today's topic is Be Realistic with Reciprocation from a Filipina. So if some of you have had a relationship with a Filipina that maybe didn't start as hot as you thought it might, it's still cooking. It just took a little bit longer, for her to open up or for you to open up. Leave a comment about that. We got married very, very quickly, and I'm glad I did. And most of the women I talked to, if not all of them except for one, were very easy to talk to. But that's not always the case. And that's what I want to talk about today. Now, the Westerner, looking on a international dating site for a Filipina or any other way you can contact one these days, likely is a lonely man at that time in his life. He feels overlooked by women, and he feels underappreciated. He likely feels like he has much to offer a woman still. And he could be in his 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s and feel this way. And he's heard from people like me, well, he can find a wife in the Philippines. Now, it does take some effort, but so he goes to an online, dating site, signs up, and I met mine on Christian Filipina, by the way. And he talks to someone, and he doesn't really know what to expect, but she turns out to be very shy, very quiet. She doesn't like to talk much about herself. It could be that she's jaded from some bad experiences with other Westerners over a period of time, and maybe she's about to give up on Westerners, but she's still there and being hopeful. She's intrigued by a Westerner, and that's why she's, fielding comments and communication from a Westerner. But, it's a long ways away. And some guys don't go over there very fast to meet them. And so they're not sure of the commitment level from the Westerner. She might be a little bit shy of her language as well. Maybe her English is so-so, but she doesn't get to practice it very much around her family. And so it just gets off to a slow start. She's not sure if she really wants to do this. She's not sure if the foreigner is going to be just like all the other guys. But she feels like, I may have to do this if I'm going to find a reliable, faithful, loyal Westerner that can provide for me. Then she may be there, but it may not be, it might not go as smooth as it did for me for different reasons. I know some guys are at that point where they're not sure if they really have something or not. You have to go by your gut. You want to ask good questions, of course, and see how it goes. But just a little caution, because you might be under the impression that all these Filipinas are just dying to marry the first Westerner that comes into her life. And that's not true. I think it used to be more true than it is these days. So let me know if you've had a slower than expected start, but things are still going well. Or maybe let me know when you realized this wasn't going to get any better. It wasn't going to change. I need to move on. So as far as reciprocation goes, that depends on a lot going on in her life. I would just recommend being patient and not giving up too early on what could be your love beyond the sea.